Hello, gang. Welcome to Modern Life for the 70's Mind. If you have seen me before, thank you. I appreciate you coming back to check me out. If you are new, thank you very much. I appreciate that as well. And if you would do me a favor and click the subscribe button below as well as the notification icon, that way you'll be notified anytime I release some new content and you will be fully up to date on everything that I put out. Due to a lot of pressure and a lot of begging and pleases and all that stuff, people have asked me to do another Pentatonix song. It's a hard name to pronounce, Pentatonix. It's too many syllables in it or something. I think I've only done one of theirs. I do have a tendency sometimes to confuse groups, like especially between like Home Free and Pentatonix. I know they're different bands, different makeup of their bands, but they're both a cappella groups, so I get confused. And this old mind only has so much room for new stuff. I think the only other song of theirs I did was Mad World, and I loved it. I thought they did a really good job on that. They really exceeded my expectations on that song. So I am looking forward to this new one. The one that I'm going to be reacting to today is Sounds of Silence. I've known this song for years and years and years, and I'm really looking forward to hearing their take on this. So let me do this. Without further delay, let me go ahead and get this thing set up, and I'll be right back and we'll dive right into it. Thanks, guys. Hello, I'm Bob. I am back. All right, so I'm looking forward to getting into this song. Like I said, I know this song really well, probably like everyone else does, but I've never heard this version, so this will be interesting. So here we go. Let's just dive right into it. Here's Pentatonix with Sounds of Silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains.
What a nice
within
sound.
The sound of silence.
In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence.
And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share. And no one dare disturb the sound of silence.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here. I know that was probably a horrible place to stop it, but I'm well known for stopping at absolutely the wrong places. It's just that we're well into the song already, so I wanted to talk just for a few minutes here. That beatbox was awesome. That I had to do a double take to make sure I just wasn't listening to like some type of electronic instrument or a synthesizer or something, but that drum or electronic drums, that sounded really good. I recall when I was young, I mean, some of the earliest memories I have of listening to music was listening to Simon and Garfunkel's Sounds of Silence. I listened to that over and over again. And other songs of theirs that I really listened to a lot was I Am a Rock, Cecilia. All those songs growing up were big songs of mine. I'm trying to think what the first song I remember listening to, and it came to my mind the other day, and this is going way back. I think the song came out even before I was born. It was called White on White, Lace on Satin, or something like that. And Don't Let the Rain Come Down. Those are the two songs. I don't know why I'm going off on that, but I'm just talking about early songs. And if you guys remember those songs, let me know, would you? I'm curious to see if anybody else remembers those. Um, Unfortunately, at one point when listening to Sounds of Silence over the years, I got kind of tired of it. As I got older, got into my teens and stuff, I kind of thought that this song was quite boring, and I turned it off for many, many years and just kind of forgot about it. Then I heard, and that was only a couple months ago, I heard Disturbed's version of Sounds of Silence. I'm like, Disturbed is going to sing Sounds of Silence, which, I hadn't even heard of that song for years. And, oh man, they killed it. They did such a good job on it. This version, the only thing wrong, I don't want to say wrong because don't take that. It was amazing, but it was definitely harder, had more of a rock edge to it than the Simon and Garfunkel version. This version, at least from what I'm hearing so far, on the other hand, I think it more accurately reflects the original feel and take on a song from Simon and Garfunkel's. It's more modernized, I understand that, but it's not like, it hasn't completely changed genres from like an easy listening song to a rock and roll song. This is just a little more modern version of it, I think. Let's talk vocals just for a second, because this is an a cappella band. I'll keep it simple. When you're listening to talent like this, it's really easy. They're amazing, without a doubt. Their voices are beautiful. Their voices are united. And I mean that in that you got 5 different people singing, but they really become one as you're listening to it. They're very controlled. They're not. No one is out singing the other person, and they're emotional. If you've listened to my reactions to Aurora, you know how much I love like emotional songs, and these guys are very emotional in their songs. I don't know who started singing this song first. It's the guy on the. It's my left. I guess it's going to be your left too. I don't think you're looking at it opposite. So on the left, he started it out. He has got a beautiful resonance to his voice. That was a perfect way, I think, to start out the song. It really drew me in right away. So anyway, so I'm starting to gab. So far, this is an absolutely brilliant take on this song, and every single person, I believe, shows why they're in this band. So let's keep going, and I'll play this to the end. So I'll shut up for at least a minute or so here. Here we go. Wow, that was fun. That was really, really fun to watch. I love when each of the artists express themselves both vocally and bodily, I guess, or physically, because like I said earlier, they're five completely different people with five completely different sounds, yet somehow they just pull it together. And that's what, when I listen to these a cappella groups, that's one of the things that just blows me away is that how can you take five different things and merge them into one, like, cohesive unit, if you will? It's pretty amazing. The second half just blew me away. I liked the first half, but the second half, I was starting to get into it. The vocals actually surprised me, even though I came into this knowing that they were going to be really good. I was kind of taken back, like I said, especially in that second half. It was just they kicked it up to another level. The vocal harmonies, I think, really gave this song a really fun new dimension, didn't it? And I believe the arrangement probably has a lot to do with that as well. I think it allowed the individual singers to shine, but yet portray themselves as this united group, which is always really fun to see. And how they pull that together is just beyond me. It has to take some serious, smart minds to pull all that together. It's such a wonderful mix of the bass vocals, the upper register vocals, the male singers, the female singers, and like I said, it just comes together so wonderfully. And you see this only in a cappella groups. You don't see this as much in bands. I think Queen was really good at kind of bringing all these different vocals together to create this really fun sound. But when you really sit down and listen to a cappella groups, you can really hear the vocal side of it and the skills that these guys have. And that all came together to create this, I think it's a masterpiece and a beautiful rendition of this classic song. So very nice to listen to. This new, more modern version reminded me of what a great song this is. Because like I said, I went through a long time in my life where if I never heard this song again, I would have been happy. But not anymore. I like this song again. So, all right, let me get my headphones off. Let me clean off my screen, and I will be right back with my final thoughts. Thanks, guys. All right. So that was nothing short of awesome. That was really nice. You know, it's songs like this that really motivate me to keep going and doing this whole YouTube thing. I didn't go into this YouTube channel thinking that I just wanted to do reaction videos. My initial idea was to kind of pull something from the 70's and kind of bring it back and just kind of go over things we went through. And I kind of found myself wanting to do that through music, and not only looking back on music, but looking forward and trying to introduce people like me to music that they'd never heard before. Because, you know, we do have a tendency sometimes to get hung up on our lifelong playlists, and we don't stray much from that. So I really wanted to hear some of the more current music and some newer things that I haven't been exposed to before. And this has been great. Through your suggestions, I've been introduced to not only songs, but artists that I just never would have heard before, ever. It just wouldn't have been part of my life. But now it's a huge part of my life, especially some of these artists that I've just fallen in love with. I've also learned to appreciate not just the melody of the song. All through my life, if it had a good melody, it was on my playlist. I never paid attention to like how the song was presented, the lyrics behind it. And I find myself now that I'm doing these channels that I'm paying particular attention to that, because in my mind, every time I hear a new song, I'm kind of doing a reaction video. So I'm paying so much attention to the entire song that once you start listening to the melody and in the back of your mind, you know what the song's about and you know what the meaning is and what they're trying to say, it just makes the song that much better. So this has really made me grow as far as a listener to all these different types of music. And I've also come to appreciate a cappella groups way more than I ever would dream. This just wasn't a genre that I paid any attention to. I always found it kind of corny or barbershop quartet-ish that just didn't interest me. But I'm telling you, I really like this. Between Pentatonix and Home Free, I find myself really looking forward to hearing new music from this genre because there's so much talent, and these groups are just packed with genius ways to present their music. So it goes without saying that this group on this song, they were amazing, and each of the singers did just such an amazing job of contributing to the entirety of the song. Bottom line, this was an amazing listen and something I'll definitely have on my playlist for quite a while. So I hope you liked it as much as I did because I thought it was great. All right, so let me say one more thing and then I'm going to kick you out of here. If you like my channel, please click the subscribe button below. And also, if you would select the notification icon, that way you'll be notified, like I said, of any time I come out with some new content. If you're here for my cabinet of curiosities, please wait till the end of the video and there will be a link to the most recent video that I've put out. Okay, guys, listen, thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all you guys listening, and I really do my best to respond to each and every one of you as often as I can. So, all right, guys, peace out. I will talk to you soon, and you guys have yourself a great day. Bye.